What's it like coping when a member of your family's sent to prison? It's one thing to punish a person who's committed a crime, but how do families manage? Well, a new group has been set up to help. It's called You're Not Alone. It's being launched in Stockton today. And our reporter Paul Baird is at their first meeting. Morning, Paul.
Morning, Lisa. Yeah, here on Bishopton Lane in Stockton, where this first meeting is taking place. And I've got Graham here, Graham Sleeder, who's helped set it up. Graham, can you just tell us what's going to be happening here on this drop-in coffee morning?
Yeah, it's just a unique place, really, where prisoners' families can come and be together, because, you know, they're all in a similar boat. And what we need to look at is that some of these families, and most of them, have not done out wrong, and yet they seem to be getting tarred with the same brush, and we need them to come together and find out that they're not alone. And that's the name of the project, really, You're Not Alone, coffee morning.
And the families, we discussed before we came on air, they're part of that sentence down that their relative gets in court.
Yeah, you're right, dead right, Paul, because what happens is not only have they lost their loved ones for income or whatever's gone on, they've lost that male or female character around the house. And then there's the visits, you know, visits are very tiring, and children missing school, and because the parents are trying to keep them together. In fact, I had an initiative that I wrote to the Ministry of Justice about 5 years ago, which they've just started to do now, about having community jails, you know, and they're bringing the families together. And I used to say you've got to give them something more than the freedom to lose, which is that relationship with their family. So hopefully we'll be able to bring the families of the lads in the prison, the girls in the prisons together, and just watch them chatting to each other and know that they're going through similar circumstances, you know.
Did you see kind of a gap there for relatives? Did you think actually there's something there we need to do to give them support?
Yes, there is a gap, because I was a prisoner, and I've been working in the system now for 17 years in and out of the prisons, and I've seen a massive gap. I mean, you see them chatting in the visitor centre before they go into a visit, and you can see the bonds coming on, and then they'd leave and go home. But I thought if we had a nice friendly environment where they could come and have a cup of coffee, and maybe we could help them with the sister visits, and if they wanted to know more about the prison service, we could get a prison officer to come in and do a talk 1 week. But it'd be very, very informal, and it'd be up to them what they wanted, really. But for now, it's for a lot of hurting people who've lost their loved ones, who've gone into jail. And, you know, I know there's victims out there, there's people who've been hurt by these people, but it's not the mum or the nana or the granddad who's done that. It's been the choices of the individuals, and we've got to try and love the families and try and help them. And I can't see how better than them coming together in a place like this, where they can have a nice cup of coffee and a nice cake, and just get some love and some help, you know.
Can that help with reducing reoffending rates by keeping families together, giving the prison like something to look forward to when they're released?
Yes, because we do projects with the lads in the prison as well, so if you can keep that family together, as I was saying earlier, if you can get them to be bothered about losing more than just the freedom and losing the family ties. I remember being with a lad before in prison, talking to him, and all he was bothered about was his daughter, missing his daughter's first birthday, and that lad's never been back to prison. You know, all right, he doesn't come here much, but I still see him, and it was the fact that he knew that if he went back to prison, he would lose contact with his daughter again, and he now has his special birthdays with his daughter and Christmas and things like that, which they lost. And if you send them around the country and they lose that connection with the daughter, the son, that maybe the wife gets on with someone else or whatever, you're just smashing that heart of that family. And here at Sowing Seeds, we want to bring them families together and bring that love and that fellowship and unity back together.
And just finally, 10 till 2 every Wednesday, is that right?
Yeah, 10 till 2 every Wednesday. Everyone's welcome. You don't have to be you don't have to have someone in prison. If your son's been to court, or your daughter's been to court, just come along and enjoy the fellowship. There's nothing. We are a Christian organisation, but be assured there'll be no one preaching to them or anything like that. It'll be a very, very relaxed, loving environment.
Fantastic. Graham, thank you much. Well, it's actually a lot of support for prisoners' families here in Stockton, and like Graham said, 10 till 2 every Wednesday for those families who feel they need some support.